The main reason that people don't meal prep is because they think it's too expensive or too time consuming. We've got 20 bucks and we're gonna make it happen. We've got 3 rules, with the first being we only have 20 bucks. We have to make 5 meals for lunch, and it actually has to be something that I enjoy eating. So first and foremost, we're gonna go through all of the different options, see what's available, and second, we have to check the prices. So right now we can get a 3-pound bag of yellow potatoes for only $3.50. That's a pretty solid deal. So we're gonna start with our carb source first. All right, let's see if we can find some protein here. Dude, look at this. We've got some chicken, $2.50, and it's already prepped. We're gonna go 3 of the flame grilled because we get 6 servings out of that. $2.50, $2.50, $2.50, $7.50, $3.50. We're looking at about $11 right now. We've got our protein, we've got our carbs. Now we're gonna look for a side, something like greens. Brett, no. Some people might not like frozen vegetables, but they're super convenient and oftentimes they're just as good. But that's if you cook them right. Bingo. We are looking for, I think we're gonna go with the California blend, carrots, broccolis, and cauliflower. I'm gonna grab 2 of those to play it safe. So we're looking at about 11 bucks. Now we're sitting somewhere around $16. We have a few dollars to play with. We're gonna go to the sauce section. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm gonna give myself a few options during the week. So we're gonna trade out these potatoes for instant mashed potatoes and rice. I'm a big fan of jasmine. It just reheats pretty well. Rice, chicken, veggies. I think we gotta go with the teriyaki sauce. So we're going to make one more change here as we're exploring all the different options. I'm actually going to put back the instant mashed potatoes, and I'm gonna swap out one of the veggies so that we can grab the black beans and additional rice. So now we're gonna have 2 different options. One's gonna be a Mexican style bowl, and then one is gonna be an Asian inspired bowl. Grab the black beans. We're going to grab, I'm either gonna do salsa or the guacamole salsa. So I'm actually gonna trade a little bit more calories with a little bit cheaper product. $17.70, right under budget. So we're left with $2 and a little bit of change. So you know what that means? We're grabbing a Ryse fuel. So we just got all of our shopping done, ended with just under $20. We had a few bucks to spare. The next thing we have to do is prep all of the food and get our meal prep bowls assembled. Step 1 is building the base of our bowls. I wasn't lying. All we have to do is microwave the rice. These right here are steamable bags. All you have to do is make a slight tear in the package, open it up, throw it in the microwave. 90 seconds. So now that we have all of our rice, let's go ahead and portion it out. Now this doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So if you don't have a food scale, it's okay. Just try to eyeball 5 portions out. However, if you are on a bodybuilding prep or something of that nature, I would definitely invest in a food scale. And then as you can see, this bowl here has a little bit less, so it's getting the extra. So next up, we're gonna steam the veggies for our teriyaki bowls. Once again, we're just gonna use the microwave for this for about 5 minutes, but as that's steaming, let's talk about the chicken. Ooh. For the chicken, we have 6 servings, which we're turning into 5. So what that means is a little bit less carbs, a little bit more protein. And I'm not complaining about that. So the chicken that we ended up grabbing is actually pre-cooked. However, it was in the freezer section. All we did before this was sit it in the fridge so that it thawed out. And once we portion out into the bowls and we reheat it, it's just like any other meal prep. However, one thing I wanna mention is that this looks pretty good for being frozen chicken. Now we're portioning out all 5 servings. And again, we're just gonna eyeball this. Now the best part about throwing everything into a bowl before you portion out is that you actually have a better visualization on how it all looks. I have a lot of chicken left over and I wouldn't have seen this if it was in the bag. So now that we have all of our veggies steamed and ready to go, we're gonna throw them into the bowl. But the thing about veggies is that you get more volume for calories. So you can throw a little bit more in there and it's not gonna hurt you. And once again, do not be scared of frozen veggies. They're much easier to cook, lower barrier to entry, and they're actually just as good. So for the teriyaki bowls, of course, we need the teriyaki sauce. However, this does come with a little bit of a trade-off. There is sugar in this sauce. It's 40 calories per serving with 5 grams of sugar. So we're actually gonna measure this one to a T. Even though there is a little bit of sugar in the teriyaki sauce, it makes the meal a lot more enjoyable. And at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying the meals, you might not be eating them, and that defeats the whole purpose. Now, once you reheat this meal, I would just go ahead and stir everything together to make sure you get that sauce over everything. Now that the teriyaki bowls are done, let's go ahead and just get these out of the way and throw them in the fridge. Now for our last 3 bowls, we have our Spanish-inspired meal prep. This one's super simple, but it's effective. We have rice, beans, chicken, and salsa. We're keeping it on the healthy side for this. We already have our rice and chicken portioned out, so we're gonna go up next with our black beans. Now that we have them drained, we're just gonna go ahead and portion them out into the 3 bowls. And to top off these bowls right here, we have this salsa, which is one of my favorites. It's actually a guacamole salsa, and it's the perfect balance between macro-friendly, but also still tasting good. Plus, we get 2 tablespoons of this. And that ends it for our Spanish-inspired bowls. Once again, super easy, very convenient. There's no way that you can mess up this recipe, so you have no excuse not to meal prep. So running over the macros real quick, we have 405 calories for our teriyaki bowls with 24 grams of protein. And for the Spanish-inspired bowls, we have 455 calories, but 28 grams of protein. So all in all, these are pretty solid lunch options, under $20 and very convenient to make. So once again, this is how you make meal prep easy. And if you really want to break down the numbers, price per meal, these are coming in at $3.56. I don't think you can even get a small size fry for that now.